Hello vlog. Um, let's just hope that this actually works. But little I wanted to do like a reading vlog. So today was Thursday. It's nighttime now. And I finished the shards this morning. It left me with questions. Like every Bret Easton Ellis book, I was confused. I was not fully satisfied. But I mean, at this point I should come to expect that. So I went on Reddit and looked at some different stuff regarding the end of the book. I guess I can just say, because they're spoilers, I've already spoiled things. At the end, it's revealed that Bret, the main character, might be the trawler, the serial killer. There was a point somewhere in the middle of the book where I was like, are they gonna do some weird like Fight Club thing where like he's the person that he's afraid of or something, you know? I just thought it like very quickly, and then I kind of brushed over that thought. But again, he leaves it open for interpretation, because Susan and Tom, the main like popular perfect couple, get attacked in Susan's house, and Susan bites the person. He's wearing a mask, and obviously we're supposed to think that he's the trawler, which is the name of the serial killer. But the next time he sees Bret, or she sees Bret, she sees what looks like a bite mark in the same spot on his arm. So we don't know. And there was certain parts where over time it became more and more of an unreliable narration. But then at the very end, there was parts where he was just blatantly lying. Like, I mean, he was lying throughout the whole book, but things that he didn't need to be lying about, he was lying about. You know what I mean? Different reasons for lying, and like more nefarious almost, or more like he was trying to, I mean, I guess the reasons that he was lying would make it seem like, well, why would you lie about that unless you did something bad, you know? So different people said different things. Like, someone said that they think that all the different things that happened throughout, like Debbie's dad falling off the stairs and the horse and all these different incidents in the book were done by different people. I can kind of get behind that. And someone thought that Debbie's dad's assistant, Steven, who was like kind of weird, might have been the serial killer. I think it's fun to like, you know, just come up with different, I don't know what's the word, different, I'm gonna just stop that sentence. Okay, anyways, moving on. So I started reading both of the J.T. Leroy books, and I didn't get past page like 10 on either of them. They're really depressing. And they're not very like, they're not something where I'm like, I can't stop reading, you know? So I might come back to them. I've decided that my new focus is going to be 2 books. The first is something really fun and just like candy dessert, and it is How to Murder Your Life I started this. I'm already loving it. I'm on page like, I don't know, like 17 or something like that. So I started it a couple hours ago and then I got distracted, but I'm gonna read more of this tonight. It's everything I could have wanted and more. So I just think she's such a fun and engaging writer, Kat Marnell, and I just want to be in this world. I was in the 1980s LA world, and now I want to be in the 2000s New York world, 2010s New York world. So yeah, we're gonna switch worlds. I'm gonna be in this world for a while. But speaking of New York, now that I've finished the Shards, I'm very motivated to finish American Psycho. I just like, once I finish this, I'll have read all of his books, and I just want to get it over with. I don't know why it's taking so long. I'm about 35 or 40% done. I think probably like 35% done. Yeah, it's taking me a long time. Well, I mean, I've just gotten distracted with other books, but yeah, I really just need to hunker down and finish this book. So I'm going to take turns back and forth reading both these books. And this is like work, and this is like fun, pleasure, play. All this is self-imposed, of course, but yeah, that's kind of what's going on in my life. So I'll leave you there. It's already getting too long. Okay. Hi everyone. Just doing a little handheld video right now to update for my vlog. I think we're about to watch that movie Cuckoo, the new Hunter Schafer movie. It looks really scary. And I'm making some mint tea, peppermint tea right now. I got to page like 70 something of How to Murder Your Life today, and I'm gonna continue reading after the movie probably. Yeah, again, I'm just having a lot of fun with it. I love how it seems like so much quirks and like typos, stuff like that were left into the book. I don't know if that was intentional or not. It feels like the editor just like let her do her thing, you know what I mean? It's just very entertaining. That's all I can say about it. I'll probably finish in the next couple days, and then I'll probably focus on American Psycho. I cannot even guess how long that'll take me, because I cannot like force myself to do something I don't want to do. Also, tomorrow I am doing my first class for the screenwriting class, so I might be occupied with that soon. I'm pretty sure the class is like, you're supposed to finish a screenplay by the end of the class. So I might be like busy doing that. I don't know. That would be really fun though. If I actually leave this class with the screenplay, I will feel completely unstoppable. Good morning, everybody. It is currently 9:40 maybe. It's super gloomy out here in LA, and I woke up at 8 o'clock. And I set my alarm for 8 o'clock for every day until further notice. I'm really trying to turn my life around, and that includes waking up early. So last night I went to bed at like 2, and I think if I would have gone to bed at like 12, I would have struggled. But since I went to bed at 2, and I only got about 6 hours of sleep, it's almost like my body was still awake or something. Like, I don't even know. And it's been a while, you guys. It's been a while since I've gone into a college class or something like that. I don't even remember. Like, do I go into a building and ask where my classroom is? The whole thing seems daunting, but we'll see. Hey everyone, I'm stuck in traffic. Oh, they're letting me in. Thank you so much. I just saw what's her name? Chloe Cherry, is that her name, from Euphoria? Just saw her walking down the street. I almost could have run her over in another universe, but I didn't, so that's good. But anyways, I'm leaving, or I just left my class, and it was pretty good. It was 2 hours, but it felt like the time just flew by. So that's always a good sign. So I have a script. We each got a script, and I have to read it by the end of the week. So that might put a little bit of a damper in my own reading, but that's fine. There's plenty of time to read all these books, honestly, if I just get off of YouTube and like spend my time wisely. Also, the assignment is to write 20 pages by next week, which is like 3.5 pages a day, with 1 day off. So it's fun to have assignments again. Like, I don't know. This is kind of what I've been needing. So I think like I will do the 8 o'clock thing, and I will write in the morning when everyone's asleep, when the whole world, because no one gets up that early, right? It's the day after I started my screenwriting class. Today I worked, so I was gone for most of the day, but I just read some more of the screenplay I'm supposed to finish by next Saturday. I'm not gonna lie, this screenplay was not turned into a movie, and I know why. I can tell, because it's really bad. And I'm honestly, at this point, I'm not even like focusing on what I'm reading. Like, I could not tell you a single thing that I just read for the last like 6 pages. But in terms of the writing, because I do have to do 20 pages, I started yesterday, and I did 2.5 pages yesterday, so maybe I'll do 2.5 tonight. It's 10 o'clock. So, oh, my AirPods just connected to this. It's 10 o'clock, so we'll see. I mean, that's not super late. I'm just not really focused right now, and like, I could go into it, but I really don't want to like air out my personal business. But like, yeah, I'm very low energy right now. That's all I can say. Like, I felt like I was gonna pass out when I came home from work. And like, I just had to lay in the bed in the darkness, and then I felt disgusting. So finally I got up, but hi everyone. Welcome back to this long vlog. I have some updates finally. Yesterday I finished How to Murder Your Life, and it was actually really difficult. About halfway through, I realized that it really is like reading that book. It's like having a loved one who's in addiction. And to be fair, I don't have anyone in my life that I know of who's in active addiction, but just like the frustration, and it's like when you don't know how long you can give someone to figure their stuff out, you know? Kat Marnell really is not a good person. She's not a nice person. She's mean to people. She is selfish. She's extremely selfish. She's narcissistic. And these are all things that drug addicts are, honestly. They're selfish. They only think about themselves and how to maintain their addiction. And, you know, it is a disease, it's a sickness. So it's not necessarily their fault, but it's extremely frustrating. And it's also frustrating when I kind of thought that this book should be called How to Not Murder Your Life, because you have so much privilege that you don't even have to hit rock bottom, because that's kind of what I got from that book. I have notes, so let's see. Oh, I wrote, it feels like she still wants you to feel bad for her in some of these things. And like, I think that that's just a result of being the narrator of a book. There is like a unspoken of sympathy that you're supposed to have towards the narrator of a book, especially when it's a biography and it's the actual person's life. But again, it was very hard for me to feel bad for this girl, especially because she doesn't really take anything away from any of her experiences, again, because she doesn't have to. So really, to me, the book is just about like privilege. I still liked it though. I still enjoyed it. I just didn't really take anything from it, you know. Also, I didn't know that the name of the book is named after an FA t-shirt. So this is all Jason Dill's fault, and I'm gonna blame him. Oh, I wrote, How to Murder Your Life is becoming so hard to read. She is so insufferable, but that's what addiction does to people. It frustrates me how some people have perpetual good luck, but it also makes the rock bottom hard to get to. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. She has a scene or a passage where she's throwing up, but she says heroin makes throwing up fun, and that made me think of a scene at the end of The Goldfinch where he's in that hotel room and he is I think that's when he's trying to kill himself, and he takes all the heroin and he's like throwing up and he's like, whoopsie, like, you know, essentially saying the same thing, like it's fun to throw up when you're on heroin. So that's very interesting. I think that's all my notes on that book, but I was also, throughout reading the end of that book, really missing the shards, and I really do now think that I don't think it's my favorite Bret Easton Ellis book. I think that Lunar Park is my favorite, but I think that one's definitely my second favorite book now from him. And speaking of him, I am almost done with American Psycho. I can't believe it. I actually am finally getting into it, and the more tedious chapters I'm able to kind of like get through. I just read the Whitney Houston chapter yesterday. There's just like, you know, there's the chapters where something's actually happening, and then there's the chapters that are super tedious. Like, if you thought Glamorama was tedious, this is tedious. But there are some like more engaging scenes. So I'm actually enjoying it more than I was. And I also think that my excitement for having it almost done is what's making it more exciting. But anyways, I have, today's Thursday, so I have today, tomorrow, and Saturday morning to finish my 20 pages of my script for my screenwriting class. And I'm on page 12 right now. So I have 8 pages to go. And oh my god, I'm like really hungry right now. My tummy hurts. Unfortunately, I thought like I would have all day to like work on that, but then I remembered that I have work today and then tomorrow and Saturday, but it's after the class, so that doesn't really count. But yeah, it's really crunch time right now, so I need to work on those last pages and try to get that done in between when I'm working. And then I also really want to finish American Psycho before the month ends. So, and I can read a little bit at work. So kind of that's what's going on in my life right now. And this is already almost 10 minutes, so I'm gonna leave you with that. Okay, just in the nick of time, I finished American Psycho, finally. And I finished my 20 pages. And now I'm at the library. I'm going to return the few books that I've finished from my library books. I still have a huge stack at home. And then I'm gonna head to work. So thanks for watching. That's the end of this vlog. And I really hope that it actually downloads onto my phone. Okay, bye.